Alright, hello boys and girls, moms and dads. Welcome to HeroesMart School Academy. This is 5th grade English, week number 24 and day number 1. Alright, so today we're going to do another reading and comprehension exercise today. That's what we pretty much do on day number 1s of each week. And today we're going to be reading about the lesson from a broken arm. So please go ahead and turn to page number 138 of your workbook if you have it downloaded. If you haven't downloaded your workbook, please go ahead and download that from HeroesMart.com/store, or you can purchase a copy from our Amazon Godly Learners page as well. If not, you're welcome to watch on the screen. The content's going to come in front of you, and you're welcome just to watch and follow along with us based on that. Alright, so without further ado, let's read week number 24 and day number 1 together.
A young boy named Daniel loved to play sports. He was especially passionate about football and would spend hours every day practicing with his friends. One day, while playing football, Daniel took a hard fall and injured his arm. He was taken to the hospital, where the doctor told him that he had broken his arm and would need to wear a cast for several weeks. At first, Daniel was very upset about the situation. He couldn't play football or any other sports, and he was forced to rely on others for help with everyday tasks. However, as the days went by, he began to realize that he had been taking his health and abilities for granted. One day, as he was sitting at home feeling sorry for himself, he began to read his Bible. He came across a verse that said, "Do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God?" 1 Corinthians 6:19. This verse struck a chord with him and made him think about how important it was to take care of his body. Daniel began to see his broken arm as a reminder of the importance of taking care of his body and treating it with respect. He started to eat healthier and exercise regularly, even if it was just his legs and other arm. He also started to pray more and read his Bible regularly. Several weeks later, the cast was removed, and Daniel's arm had fully healed. He was grateful for the experience and the lessons he had learned. He realized that the strongest bone in the human body was not the one that was physically the strongest, but the one that was spiritually strong and rooted in faith. From that day on, Daniel made a commitment to take care of his body and to continue growing in his faith. He also became a role model for others, teaching them the importance of taking care of their bodies and their faith.
Alright, I believe you got a chance to read together with us right now. Lesson from a broken arm. So let's go ahead and try to answer a few questions over there. We are going to turn to page number 139 to answer some questions from the reading. The first question is, while playing football, Daniel neglected to do something important. What was it? Well, if you remember from that story, he neglected to take care of his body. Alright, so he forgot about let's go ahead and turn to that paragraph over there. So the paragraph, I believe, was paragraph number 3 over there. One day, as he was sitting at home, he felt sorry for himself. He began to read his Bible, and he came across a verse that says, do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom God has given you? This verse struck a chord with him and made him think about how important it is to take care of his body. So this lesson over here is going to be important for Daniel, and that's going to be the answer to question number 1. All right. Question number 2. How long did it take for Daniel's arm to be healed? Well, according to that particular passage over there, it took several weeks. Okay, several weeks is going to be the answer to that. According to the author, which bone is the strongest in the man's body? It's going to be the bone of your faith. Let's turn to it. All right. You realize that the strongest bone in the human body was not the one that was physically the strongest, but the one that was spiritually strong and rooted in faith. So you can document that as your answer to question number 3. And question number 4, what did you learn from today's story? Well, that's going to be your answer. Most likely you learned about how important it is to take good care of your body, that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Well, if you learned that, well, document that as your answer. All right. So we're going to go right now to the vocabulary section of today's reading. You might have heard certain words like passionate, like exercise, like commitment, like accord, model. Well, let's go ahead and type some of those words into our dictionary right now. Let's see one word to type it over here, like commitment. All right, let's type in the word commitment. You go to dictionary.com and you type in commitment. You type in commitment over there. Well, it's going to say the act of committing to something. Well, that's not too clear. So let's see what this committing into something is going to be by itself. Or we can type in the word commit. Commit. All right. Which is to do something, to perform, to pledge one's self to a position on an issue or a question, to express. So when I make a pledge to do something, I am committed to do that particular thing. So that's going to be the word commitment. So your exercise right now is going to you're going to try to type all these words into your dictionary. The online dictionary from dictionary.com or your paper dictionary. You're welcome to type those words in and see how those words are used in sentences. You're welcome to click the audio button to see how those words are going to be pronounced as well. And if you do those exercises, those words are going to stick to you a little bit better. And you would have grown your vocabulary with that exercise. All right. Did you get something from it? I sure hope so. Well, I want to thank you, boys and girls, for joining me today. Remember, God cares about you, and so do we. Bye-bye.
I'll be your hero's buddy, and as you study with HeroesMart, I will be your friend. So don't you worry.